Today we're going sightseeing. I really do appreciate you joining me today. One of the things I've wanted to do for a while on this channel is get out and do more exploring and check out cool places. There are a lot of cool places right around the Charleston, South Carolina area. Oh, this is just gorgeous. Oh my gosh. So this isn't a very long ride for me because I live close by. But if you're out and about, you're riding, and you find yourself in the Charleston, South Carolina area, then you should definitely check some of these places out. We've been down this road a couple of times. This is Route 61. And whether it's summer or winter, this is a gorgeous road. It's just a great ride. Now, it is fairly dangerous. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if people just fall asleep and don't pay attention here or what, but it is lovely. And right now, with the canopy of trees, it's nice and cool. Today we're going to go check out Drayton Hall. Along the banks of the Ashey River, just outside of Charleston, South Carolina, lies a stretch of grand plantation houses. The oldest of these is Drayton Hall. Built around 1738 on 850 acres for John Drayton Sr., who, as the third son in his family, was unlikely to inherit his birthplace, what is now the adjoining Magnolia Plantation. Sr. died while evacuating in 1779 with the Revolutionary War raging around him. He suffered some sort of seizure in a boat on the Cooper River and died in a riverside pub after being brought to shore. At one point, there were an estimated 20,000 British troops assembled between Drayton and Middleton. Drayton Hall wasn't a working plantation, but served as the center of John Drayton's plantation empire. As on most southern plantations of the period, slavery played a significant part. While no documents survive from the period to provide exact number of slaves owned by John Drayton Jr., he owned more than 100 commercial plantations totaling approximately 76,000 acres of land. The number of slaves is likely in the thousands. Slaves made the 360,000 plus bricks in this house, and fingerprints, many of them belonging to slave children, can be seen in the bricks. Descendants of the enslaved community lived on the property until 1960. John Jr.'s son, Charles, kept a diary recording daily operations of Drayton Hall. Archaeology on the property also provided historical information about the plantation, the family, and the slaves, as well as turning up some Native American artifacts. Kept in original condition by 7 generations of the Drayton family for over 230 years, Drayton was turned over to the National Trust for Historic Preservation in 1974. The amount of detail and beauty in this home is staggering. One thing to note is the symmetry in the Palladian architecture, even extending to doorways being built into walls, only to expose brick walls behind them. The 2 matching outbuildings were destroyed in the late 1800s. The laundry house toppled during an earthquake, and the kitchen came down in a hurricane, but the primary residence has remained intact. Drayton Hall has been preserved in nearly original state. There's no electricity, no plumbing, and no furniture. Pegs continue to dot the walls where pictures used to hang, giving the feeling like the Drayton family moved out last week and took their paintings and their furniture with them, leaving this mansion of its time behind. So that was Drayton Hall. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a pretty cool place. You know, there's no furniture in the house, so it's not like you're really stepping back in time. But what is there is absolutely preserved for almost 300 years, and it's really very cool. And some of the associated history with it makes it even cooler. Oddly enough, I've been back here for over 10 years, and this is my first trip to Drayton. And I'm kind of regretting that. Nearby Magnolia Plantation is another great place to go. And maybe I'll take you there in an upcoming video. It's a little different than Drayton. There are more gardens. The house is furnished. It too is really cool. And I just found out that apparently it all really comes out of the same family. So that's very cool. The amount of wealth that must have represented in the early 1700s staggers me. I just think it's fascinating. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers just because it's a nice round number. Hit that notification bell to make sure that you get any updates. Won't be too much longer before I come up on 200 videos posted, and that's kind of a cool mile marker. So thanks again for joining me. Go do something nice for somebody this week. Let's make the world a little bit better place, one step at a time. And I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.